Going on YouTube? Standing out here with a bag of water, and if you look closely you can see there are two catfish in there. They are about I don't know, about 1.5 inches long each, and they've been out here soaking in the fish tank. And I've already had a bunch of comments from people about, don't add catfish with your goldfish. Well, these guys are smaller than the goldfish, and they're going in here anyway. The original plan will be to recapture all of the goldfish and put them in the hot tub, and this will be just for the catfish. But I was talking to the owner of the fish store, and he was telling me about these catfish, and the bigger the tank and the more you feed them, the bigger they're going to get to their potential. So I figured, why waste any time in the aquarium? Let's get them in here. So I'm going to go ahead and release these guys. That way they can get acquainted with their new environment, and then I'll show you all the new growth and a couple new plants that I got. Alrighty, and you might be able to see them in there. It's kind of hard to see, they're dark color, but now we've got the two catfish right in there. A little school of my goldies right there, and swimming around having a good time. But anyway, let's check out how the growth is going, everything. These daggone peppers, they just keep looking, I swear, the exact same. Not too much of a difference. Even though they are growing a little bit, we're getting a little bit of green growth coming in now instead of the yellowing. And again, my jalapenos over there are doing pretty good. Tomatoes looking all scraggly like. The lower branches keep looking crappy, and I keep cutting them back. And but they are continuing to grow, so it's not too bad. Hopefully they'll start flowering. I've got a new addition right here, this basil. It's all drooped over like all the other ones that I got because they were on special, and I think they were on clearance, and they were like, I got 8 for $4. And of course they were all together like normal, and I washed down the soil and separated all of them, which were very easy to separate, let me tell you. Here. But yeah, did that. I've also got another one right here, and I decided to grab another one and throw it right here. I had 8 total. Here's 3, got 1 in the hydro, and the rest are all in a couple of the new beds. Over here, as you can see, my habanero pepper there is looking half decent. My Santa Fe Grande is starting to red up a little bit. These tomatoes right here, just like normal. The tomatoes do not like this aquaponics setup, so hopefully it will go ahead and cycle. That way it will start to take off a little bit, but this basil loves it. I mean, you can see how bushy it's starting to get. Leaves everywhere, tons of new growth all over the top. Beautiful, and beautiful purple leaves and everything like that. So I'm hoping the other basil will follow suit, and we can go ahead and have a few of them up there. As you can see on the bottom of the habanero, we've got some green growth coming in, overtaking the yellowing, which actually I think is the iron deficiency, which I was trying to correct last week. It's still not where it needs to be. I just keep adding a little bit more at a time, a little bit more at a time, and eventually these guys should start looking better. Right over here, my sucker, still alive, still perky, and it's doing pretty good. And I've also added another one. I had another sucker growing on one of my tomatoes, just popped it off, threw it in there. That was just about an hour and a half ago, so that might be why it looks so perky. Don't know if it's going to make it yet or not, but with all the luck I've been having so far, I really don't mind trying. Kind of wish I could do it with some peppers, but I haven't found any kind of suckers or any kind of branches really that I can be cutting off to just try to experiment with. But as you can see, everything's not looking too bad. Haven't even had to tie up, or I guess tie off my tomatoes to the stakes here. They're just kind of growing up and leaning on them a little bit. I'm sure eventually here shortly I'm going to have to stake them off. That way they can continue to grow. Alright, well, that's a quick overview of what's going on and everything, and get back to well, just staring into this tank, because I love watching these little catfish going all over the tank here. They're kind of hard to see. Well, one was just right there, but they're kind of hard to see, but with the camera, that is. There's another one right over there. He's coming underneath that 2x4. There he is. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's both of them. But they're in there, they're having a good time, so I'm going to go ahead and get these guys fed so that they start liking their new environment. And, well, till next time. Later.